Okay, looking at Euro 50 here. I'm looking at the close. So price broke this area and then completely pulled back through it. So this zone is irrelevant. I do think Euro 50 is going to sell off. I've been hoping for this to sell off for a long time. I think this is the beginning. It's kind of struggling. Like it's hesitant to go down, but I think it wants to. So we have this zone here now. You can see actually on Thursday price came up, touched it, pulled back. This is the 4,400 level here, this yellow line. I'll actually put that in here. So I do think it's on its way down. I think it's just having some hesitancy, but you can see what's happened now. So this zone here, which held it, I believe what we could do is shrink this down now. So it comes down to here, and then this might be, this might be the last time price hits above 4,400, and then pulled back, almost actually engulfed it. But Friday is always a little weird, so still looking for a short position. I mean, I would look for a short position. Like, it's not super ideal yet, just because price is above this this moving average here, this daily moving average. So, and it has recently created a support here, which is higher than this one. So I think between this area and this area, the bulls and the bears are really going to battle it out. But I think because it broke below this area and then retested it and completely rejected it, I do think that there's some momentum. There's enough momentum to push through that bottom zone here. And if you look on a weekly, I mean, this is perfect, guys. So 2 weeks ago, super bearish, engulfing, massive. This candle's twice the size of the last one. Completely took out the body of the candle and the entire wick, and then closed full. So, and now this week that just closed, this previous week, came up, retested about just over half this candle, completely rejected. So on a weekly aspect, man, I am super bearish on this, and I'm looking to short this. Anything above this level here, this 43.66, I'm gonna keep my stop above this area here. I think this is the highest it'll go. I think this is the last time it'll touch 4,400, so I'm confident in that. And then I'm gonna target this monthly low, which is the range for this, about 300 points. So as what this normally does in a month. So that's what I'm targeting, and I think it's finally gaining enough momentum now to break this zone and then head down below. It'll probably hit this zone, hopefully hit 4180, and then pull back a little bit in this area, and then hopefully you got a couple daily candles that close below this area here, like these previous wicks. Hopefully they close like right here, and then we'll be laughing, and then we'll look to just keep shorting this, section by section as it goes down. So right now, this is my entry. This isn't the best risk to reward. I mean, 4 is not bad, but I'm going to see if I can tighten this up a little bit. So, I mean, something like this. This daily's a little big here. I'm going to delete this for now. So, I mean, this isn't as conservative, but something like this I think would be good. If price comes back up to 43.75, then I'd be looking for a short position. You can see it recently broke below this area as well. These wicks here, this big full candle here, and price is also below the 4-hour moving average now too, which is huge. So as long as it stays below this 4-hour moving average, which would mean that it doesn't come back up to my price here, but that would be something. That's good. Like as long as price stays below this 4-hour moving average, then I know it's going down. So ideally, I mean, price is going to come back up to here for me to get into it, but it might not. So I'm just going to watch this closely and see. I mean, if it starts breaking lower lows, if it breaks this area, then I'm just going to short it then. But ideally, I do want to pull back. I want it to pull back somewhere and just see. There's on a 1-hour time frame, there is some candles here that it could pull up to, which is right below this area as well. So I mean, this would be good too. 43, I mean, 43.50 is a nice whole number. So I would kind of, all things considered, I think 43.50 would be the best, most probable place of entry for this. So that is what I'm looking for. I wonder if I can set an alert here. So once price hits 43.50, I'm looking for that short position. I'm super happy with that. It'll be something like this. I'll decide where I place my stop after. I mean, to be safe, you can place it above all these previous candles here. You can even place it above the 4,400 just to be safe, or even right at the 4,400. Just so you know that like price is not gonna, you're not gonna get stopped out just from, you know, liquidity spike. But that does give you a pretty bad risk to reward. I mean, 3 is not bad. It's super high probable. So I mean, a 3 risk to reward is great in a very high probable trade, which this is with everything considered. So not against that at all. Most likely what will happen though is price comes up and really starts to reject this 43.50 area. I'm going to see where the wicks are ending up, and I'll probably just place my stop a little bit above those, and that'll give me a much better risk to reward. And yeah, I'm really happy with Euro50 here, the way it's positioning itself. I really like this weekly. This is why you got to look at all time frames, because this tells a great story. This says that, you know, and based on this week here, this, you know, Monday, July 24th, you know, it did break higher, but then as soon as that week closed, the next week just completely engulfed it. And now this previous week, you know, gave it an opportunity to retested, you know, 4,400, 43.50, and closed below both of those. So it really shows me that the bullish momentum, you know, the momentum on the upside is very irrelevant in comparison. So looking to short this at 43.50 down to 41.80 for the month. That is its monthly range. We're going to target the bottom of this zone and this moving average and just really test this. And then if it breaks below this moving average and closes next month, you know, below this moving average, then we're looking to keep shorting this probably to end the year. So that is Euro50.